Good morning, good morning. We are in the tarot study of, well, this is day one, so we are beginning the tarot study of the Chariot. The Chariot. I don't know why I was feeling like almost like resistance to starting. I guess because I know it's like, because we're already in the Mystical Shaman automatic writing series as well. And I haven't been doing channeled readings on here. I think, because then we're also doing our by the book series, and I haven't been doing the channel readings on here. I haven't really felt called to. I feel like we're in like this deep, I don't know, like this deep learning expansion period, like, but in like still kind of like within instead of, and so this, I don't know, like it's just interesting. It's just a strange time indeed. Today we're going to read from Tarot Psychology by Robert Wang. I don't know if that's coming in or not. Okay. You get the gist. Okay. And then this is the inside there. The Chariot is perhaps the least understood card of the tarot deck, one which can be explained only in the terms of the Hierophant as Demiurge, i.e., as the ruler over an illusory condition. The principles involved, like so much that goes on in the magical world of the collective unconscious, is most easily expressed as a simple tale. The Hierophant, as we have seen, creates a world in which he claims absolute authority. He hides, whether intentionally or in his own ignorance, from those living in this world the fact that there is a greater Father to whom he is subject, and that the world over which he rules is a deception. It is into this imperfect world that the Son is born. But the Father, who is the supreme creator, provides his Son with a link to himself, by which the Son may both be protected from the illusions of the lesser creator, and by which he may transcend that debased authority. In terms of the tarot, this is the Chariot, as archetype of spirit below. The charioteer is the only figure in the tarot deck that can move between planes, i.e., between states of consciousness, effortlessly. It is for this reason that the Chariot is the Jungian tarot. It is not drawn by horses. It is rather propelled by the energy of the crown, which is that of the supreme creator, to whom alone the charioteer is answerable. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I have to I'm going back. I missed a little bit there. Okay. And not drawn by horses. It is rather propelled by the energy of the crown. So they're talking about, they have a different tarot deck here in this one. But we're just going to go with it because this is our tarot card for today, the Sphinxes. All right. The charioteer is also the helper, who may be identified as the guardian angel. In practical terms, it is understood that the Sun represents the emerging self-consciousness. The Chariot is a card asserting that in this process we are not alone, and that there is inner guidance and protection which may lead us out of the illusion of our own sense perceptions. So how do we feel with the figure in meditation? How do we deal with the figure in meditation? So that's interesting that they're talking about like this being like kind of like a savior coming to save the day kind of thing, like where maybe it's our angels or guides or whatever, maybe even a person coming to save the day. I don't know if I've ever really looked at it that way. I always thought it was strange how his body was kind of like hovering there. He almost looks like the guy, that Zartov or whatever his name is, the fortune teller game where you put a quarter in and it gives you the fortune. What's that movie? Big. Did you see that movie? All right. There was one of those for sale in the Facebook marketplace. I was like, This is why I'm not a gazillionaire, because I would be buying stuff like this. Okay. Zoloft. No, that's a medicine. Never mind. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. On this. On one level, this is the father as protector. This is something of a deus ex machina. Totally, probably butchering that. Figure. God lowered onto the medieval stage by a rope. Now I'm just picturing him being like a, God, what's that word? Marionette? I don't know. Okay. A figure who steps in to save the day when all else fails. Inner conversation logically begins. Look at them using my little thing there. Logically begins with the figure as an aspect of your own father whose protection, good or bad, we consider. A meditation will then deepen to deal with what we have described as a relationship between the emerging self and the supreme creator, which is the ultimate reality from which the self derives. I don't know. I'm trying to embrace all the wisdom from all the sources. But sometimes I feel like it's just like at the end of like, and we have read things out of here before. We haven't had this one for very long. And I say, wait, because you're in this with me, right? That have given a glimpse of wisdom, right? But sometimes you read things and you're like, I don't even know what the fuck I just said, right? It's like, what? But no, I mean, I, you know, there's parts of that I get, you know, we can, but that does like, okay, so backing up, let's just go and concentrate on that. Like it can, being that we haven't ever looked at this card, at least I haven't, as this is someone else coming in, looking like to coming in to save the day kind of thing. So maybe that's what we put in our knowledge bank, because maybe that will come up in a reading whenever you're doing a reading for somebody else. And then we could just whatever with those rest of those big words. For me, this has always been kind of like, it always felt like self in there. And then like either like you're, maybe sometimes it comes up as like you're moving somewhere. Sometimes it comes up as like feeling like you're unmovable because it looks like he's stuck in a concrete block, right? Sometimes it's all about like weighing the pros and cons of the next move in life. But I digress, because that should probably all come up at some point later on in the other books that we read. But anyway, so that's interesting. We're bringing in the element of this could be totally somebody else moving in to your situation. All right. Much love. See you tomorrow. Mwah.